There we go. Let me rearrange my butt and get the Joy-Con back on. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys had a pleasant Wednesday. The only thing I've been getting for like the past 3 or 4 minutes has been female Nidoran. Does the game know I need male Nidoran? Whoops. Does the game know I need male Nidoran? So I've legit already gone through a lure trying to get male Nidoran to pop up. Right color, wrong Pokemon. Yes, I want to give up on catching this Rattata. Nope, let me pop over to chat. Here we go. How? Still a female. I'm looking for the boys now, ladies. How do you guys know? Like, legit, the only thing I've been getting is female Nidoran. I had a 1 on my counter earlier, you know, just to make sure I had the right counter and stuff pulled up. And it's like, okay, I'll just leave it there and catch. There we go! Catch my first boy! And this is the first boy, so I gave up and set it to 0 after I double checked and made sure I had the right count. Excellent. Ding! Also, I got books. My small early birthday present to myself. I got a couple books. I've not started reading any of them yet, but that is after stream, after WALK, and after we run to town for whatever we need for dinner this evening. And so preferably, I would love for this hunt to go 1 Nidoran today, 1 Nidoran tomorrow, 1 Nidoran Saturday if I stream. Because, I want to go do a bit of cleaning and stuff with the trailer one weekend after I clean the church. It's not like major cleaning. It's, there's the people who own the trailer that they gave to us. We think they were into making homemade wine because there's like 15 or some or more wine bottles there filled with homemade wine. So we're gonna take a big garbage bag and go empty the wine out of the bottles, provided we can get the lids off and put the bottles in bags and just get anything that like would fall off a wall if we moved off that's not like securely done up. Tying the cabinets closed so the doors don't bang. There's a big dresser that was in there that may or may not still be in there. It just depends on if the kids came and got more of their stuff, the stuff out, that we want to lay down on its back so it don't fall. And there's some blankets in one of the, I can't really call it a linen closet, but I guess maybe that it was intended as a linen closet. It's in a bathroom, so in my brain a linen closet is always in a hallway or like a laundry room. But there were some blankets and stuff. I want to get those out and, you know, take them outside and shake them real good, make sure there's not any critters in them, and put them in a bag. And there's a handful of like breakable things. There's like a decanter, and there's, I'm gonna assume it's a big fancy ashtray, or maybe a stand to set an ice bucket on. I don't know. It's a glass stand. It makes me think of an ashtray. There's a crock pot there. So we want to gather up that stuff as well and stick it in like a box or something. I have the big box my chair came in, we still have. But I don't know if that'll be this weekend or next weekend, because Dad wants to mushroom hunt some. And in the end, it'll be up to him. Okay, I did unmute myself. So right now, Saturday's stream is a maybe, maybe not. If we don't do it this weekend, I'm hoping we maybe do it next weekend, but that's probably not going to happen next weekend, because between Easter and my dad wanting to do a party, and not even an Easter party, just a party for a class reunion, and it's like, Hi, Nidoran. I'm doing my best not to pester him about this, but I would like to go start getting stuff. What we can do done, because we can't move it until we can find frickin' trailer axles, and I'm having zero luck finding a place that will rent out a set of trailer axles for a day and a half. It sucks. But it is a necessary annoyance. Also, it's lovely. It has been confirmed that Nintendo Switch 2 games will be $80, which is kind of because I don't feel like we had $70 Switch games long enough to justify $80 Switch 2 games, but that's better than $90 Switch 2 games. It is not counting any tariffs that may or may not be done up. I don't know what the clown in charge is doing. He's a clown. That we're halfway to 11, which will give us more Nidoran. I'd intended to actually try and start this hunt a little soon, so I could be maybe halfway to 30 whatever to get to good shiny odds, and yeah, that didn't happen. I spent 5 minutes fighting with my capture card. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, baby boy. You weird little spiky rabbit dude. Really? Thank you. Now stay in the ball. Thank you. I guess it makes sense we get mighty candies from the Nidoran. Bye, Spearow. Bye, other Spearow. I would say, are we just getting aerial spawns in to replace them? Hey, there we go. There's another boy. He's a big boy. Feisty boy! Get in the ball, feisty boy. That one won't catch either. I'm gonna have to run. I'd rather lose the encounter than break the chain. Seriously though, all sorts of female Nidoran. Oh. It's so silly when you catch them midair. Okay, that worked. I'll take it. Hey, we got another. Nice. There we go. Excellent. Quite literally. And also, apparently, a bunch of the games that are getting updates and stuff to, like major updates, not like graphical updates and efficiency tweaks and stuff. Like the Breath of the Wild stuff and whatnot. Not Breath of the Wild. The Tears of the Kingdom updates that are coming to the game are going to cost $20, which I suppose makes sense. For if you are just putting in your Switch game and then getting the update. As far as I'm still aware, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet update is still just like performance and whatnot, so it's free. As it should be, Game Freak. I say this like I didn't spend almost $200 on Pokemon games for Scarlet and Violet. I can't say that. I did get about $10 to $13 off my copy of Pokemon Violet because I ordered it off of Amazon. Because they don't go on sale at Walmart. Look guys, I live in the South. We have Walmart, and that's it. and GameStop, but... So the only options for me to get games physical, unless I get lucky enough to go to a Walmart or GameStop, is Amazon or GameStop. And I generally go for whichever one has a better discount. I'm not proud of myself, but it's the only way to get games around here, unless I digitally download them, which is why I digitally download most of them. But I'm running out of space on my Switch. I'm hoping I have enough space for Fantasy Life I, and then for Legends ZA in fall, and then I gotta start saving up for a Switch 2. Because that will be the end of the memory I have on the Switch, more than likely. Ooh, excuse me. And I'll be needing the Switch 2 for Gen 10. Ding! Oh, hey, we made it up over 11. Let me shift this counter over just a smidge. Because they don't exactly stay centered in the pictures after they hit double and triple digits. I do have to do a slight adjustment. Alright, here's another boy. Also, I kind of get a chuckle about all the YouTubers who are like, okay, you know, we acknowledge stuff is going on in politics, but we acknowledge politics outside of this. Being forced to acknowledge politics because the leader of the United States is an idiot. I hate it. I hate it so much. I miss Biden. He wasn't perfect, but at least he wasn't in the news every day. It'd be such a long 4 years. Okay. I've had my moment. Back to gameplay. I apologize for that. Where are my children? I don't need any. Oh, okay. Popping up under my feet for like the fifth time. That throw was off. So funny. I sat down and watched a movie with Dad last night, and I sat down and watched part of a movie with Dad last night because I was crocheting while we did it, and like, this is so nice. We don't do that all the time. Like, you spend most of your evenings watching the soap operas on your phone. Like, if you wanted to sit down once or twice a week and watch a movie, or sit down and start rewatching Game of Thrones or something, you know, it's like, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't want to do it while you're sitting in the living room with the TV going and your phone going at the same time. It's like, yes, I multitask games, but 90% of the time, most of my game sound is muted. Used to get looks when we had an older computer because I would have the TV on. Usually with like a CD or something in like the DVD player so I could listen to music. No, cats, no! No! God damn it. I didn't even get, I guess it's a good thing I didn't even get to good number. Dang it. Let's say, did you freeze? Of course, I get an excellent throw on a frickin' Rattata. Because I was paying more attention to the color on my screen than I was to what Pokemon was on the screen. But anyways, like I was saying, back when we had an older computer and we didn't have internet and stuff, I would have a CD in the DVD player, so the TV was on listening to music, and I'd have my Game Boy on beside me if I didn't have like my Pokemon handbooks with me, so I could get Pokemon names and stuff and be sure to spell them right. And they're like, you're on 4 different things at once. It's like, yes, I'm doing this on this, and this on this, and this on this. Because I was a little nerd and dabbled in fan fiction. Like every proper little nerd should. Fan fiction, fan art, fan something. I did AMVs at one point in time. They were never really any good, but it was fun. Can't believe I broke a chain at 16. Had a bunch of Tauros poop. I gotta stop having so many Pokemon of the same color on routes. Cause legit, that's why I caught it. I was talking and I saw the color more than the Pokemon. So you think if I just dumbed down the counter, anybody would not care? As tempting as it is, I'm not going to. If I were to do that, I would have to have a thing that was phases. And I don't know where I would stick it. Because I like trying to have as much game video and thing as I can, and having at least a little bit of an overlay keeps the people out of my thing bothering me about making me overlays. Otherwise, I would probably just do full screen gameplay like 90% of the time. Breeze is so nice today. It is like, it's not really cold, but it is not really like, it's lukewarm with just a smidge of cool to it. Feels nice. Jesus, do I have enough idiots? You guys are taking up all my spawns! Let's despawn some idiots. Poor Dad had to go get his hearing aids today. Both of them just died on him like a couple weeks ago. So they've been fixed, and he got them, and he's like, I can hear again. It's like, good! It's a $4,000 hearing aid. You're not even finished paying them off yet, and they're already breaking down on you. I'm sorry, I'm partially of the opinion that a new pair of hearing aids should not cost more than a gaming computer. Okay, what is up with all the Spearow? Dang! Did I tromp through a nest? Are you guys about to Pokemon anime chase me down the road or something? There's no river here. You guys can't chase me over the ledge. Hey! He's gonna be a little pain in the butt. Frickin' Council of Spearows up in here. Jesus. That is a female. I don't know which one encountered. Okay, female Nidoran encountered me. Yes, I want to run away. I do not need her. I got her the other day. I feel like I'm legit just zooming through lures here. So the current Miles Morales comic run is kind of killing me a little bit. It's not bad. I'm quite enjoying it, but the problem is I want more of it. Like, because they've got this thing where Miles is being Anansi's herald. Like, there's vague allusions to that not being a good thing, even though he's like, oh, I swear, it's just because, you know, I'm bored. I want to hang out and keep an eye on the mortal world for a little bit. I want to pester this youth. And I feel like they could add so much more. They could make this so much longer and so much more involved. And it's like, guys, you're giving me bare bones of a plot. Guys, go deeper into this. I need like 4 books and a movie. Hey, there we go. There's the boy. I do freaking adore this iteration of Anansi, though. He's so freaking extra. And the fact that his alias while on Earth is freaking A Nancy, just... I don't know, I think it's hilarious. Whereas I think it's something like that in American Gods as well. Let's sit down and actually watch American Gods. Or get the books, one of the two. Jesus. The entire flock's just coming out of the woodworks. But it's so funny. Got my books this morning. And, you know, I got the out for delivery message. And it's, yay, good. It means, you know, I'm actually getting them. And I should have got them yesterday, but they sent them the stupid way. So, you know, I'm getting them today. And I meandered down to the mailbox about the time we usually get mail, you know, in case they'd run while I was feeding or something and I hadn't noticed. Or while I was just kind of lazing in bed this morning. They hadn't run. Okay, it must be coming on the package truck. Because we get we have 2 separate mail things here. We have the regular mail person who delivers the envelopes and the small things. You know, the stuff that can fit in the mailbox. And then we have a dude who comes along later who delivers the bigger stuff. You know, if you got an Amazon box or something and it won't fit in your mailbox, that way, you know, the mail guy can just go through and deliver mail. And I came back in here, you know, after checking. Aw, dang, okay. You know, well, maybe he's just not here yet. And like 5 minutes later, he pulled in and delivered my books. And it's like, really? Really? I was off by 5 minutes. But it was nice. They're all in good condition. One of them was a Christmas present or something at one point because there was still wrapping paper taped to the back of it. Which is fine. It's a book jacket. I don't generally keep book jackets on my books. For whatever reason, there is still... I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's tape on the back of this book. Why they put tape on the book sleeve? I do not know. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna read later. Which, to be fair, one of my books is a Miles Morales book that another fan is like, hey, you know, if your main thing is Spider-Verse and you're not a major comic book reader, read this one. This one gives you a pretty good, gives you his personality pretty good too, you know. It's a good book. I enjoyed it. Read it. Okay, so I listened to part of it on audiobook, and sometimes I can do books on audiobook, and sometimes I just can't. It just bleh. Sometimes it's the person reading it, sometimes it just doesn't hit right with audiobooks. But so I got an hour or so into the audiobook and I was like, I think I'd rather just read this one. So, you know, there it is. I didn't pay anything for the audiobook. Once a year I get a free book or two from Audible, and that is my contribution to my audiobook collection. I've got like the Game of Thrones books, a Night Vale book, the the Jurassic Park books. I have the Narnia, not really the Narnia books, but like the Narnia radio show thing they did. I've got the Miles Morales book. I've got one of the Harry Potter books, I think. I think it was the Goblet of Fire, because that, for whatever reason, that was my favorite audiobook, Harry Potter audiobook to listen to. But I don't think it's by the right dude, because there's two different versions of the Harry Potter audiobooks, and I like the original voice, the original dude who did it, over the dude who, like, redid it. Get in the ball, please. Thank you. But I got that like 3 or 4 years ago. Let me look at Audible and see what I have on there. Because I've got a couple of other books, ones they just like threw in at one point in time. Here, you can have this for free. It's like, I don't want this for free. How do I get this out of my library? To get me a new iPod or something, or just buy a phone and a memory card so I can literally just use it for like apps and stuff, for downloading music and audiobooks. It would be cheaper than going out and buying a new iPod. I sadly can't do that with either of my old phones because, well, the one I got the last phone because my one wasn't charging. You know, it hit that point where there was almost no amount of wiggling I could do with the cord to get it to charge. And then the one I got after that one that I had for like 3 or 4 years got a short in it and started like just freaking out and having strokes. I think I threw that one away. I don't know, I think I put it in the box. The current box. The box I got my current phone in. I need to go through there and check. Make sure the battery hasn't decided it needs to pillow. Oh look, I'm back up to 11, I think. Where are all my boys at? You guys were spawning so good a few minutes ago. Sorry, I still don't think that Nidoran is blue. I still think that is like a very pale purple. When the entire point of the, at least, starter base form shinies was that they swapped colors. There we go, there's a boy. Alright, I should be getting more male Nidoran spawns. Keyword in that sentence is should. Oh, there we go. Also, after I get these guys, I'll be down to like 19 Pokemon left to hunt in this game, not counting Pinsir and Kangaskhan, which I will be hunting in Legends EA, unless for some reason I just get oddly lucky while I'm hunting Cubone and Rock Tunnel and manage to come across a shiny Kangaskhan. In which case I will be catching it. I really need to hop back in Scarlet and Violet and see if I can't somehow manage to get the last handful of shiny on-screen Pokemon I need. All of them are rare spawns and they're all evolutions. Actually, I needed to get on there and... Did I record getting a better Applin? My Applin one's kind of poor. It spawned in a bush twice. Literally twice in a row. Hold on. Oh, nope. That is Animal Crossing. My silly picture of all the Lapras. I feel so bad for the Lapras in those outbreaks. They were spawning in the savannah. That Lapras are, like, I want to say kind of the equivalent of sea turtles. I imagine the only time they are on a beach is to lay eggs. And that might not even be accurate because, you know, they don't exactly give us breeding season information about Pokemon. We know they have babies, but they don't tell us anything about that, which... I'm sorry, if we were to get, like, an official National Geographic Pokemon thing, that would be awesome. Like, I know there are 3 or 4 out there that I've watched. Like, 3 or 4 different ones. And they've all been fun. But this is like getting a documentary about how Jurassic World worked. Like, literally how the theme park and stuff was run and getting, like, tours and whatnot. I would have killed for just even a 1-season show that treated Jurassic World like it was a real thing, and we got an inside look at it like we do Disney parks. If if the Pokemon Company wanted to make a foray into realistic Pokemon a la Detective Pikachu style and just wanted to make it a fun series of documentaries, I would eat that up. I love world building stuff. Bye, Spiro. Heck, if they wanted to do that animated, I would still eat it up. That's probably part of the reason why I like the little other mini series and stuff, like the Poketoons. I love the Poketoons. It gives you a look at like the Pokemon world. It's not always so much focused directly on the trainers. Ear itches. Ding! Thank you. Yeah. Excuse me. I've been pretty well awake today, but I did take a shower earlier before I streamed, and then, you know, I ate like 20-30 minutes before that, so that's probably what it is. Can I get a bouncing baby boy, please? Ooh, excuse me. Oh, there he is. Just like hit me all of a sudden, just out of freaking left field. Of course, I was off center to get an excellent. My timing was right, but my throw was off. There we go, thank you. If I don't catch him this time, I'll run. Thank you. Sorry about that. I don't quite know where that came from. Actually do that all the time. I'll hit a 15-20 minute period of time where my brain's just like, nap time? No, no nap time. Please nap time? No, no nap time. I do work next week, so my streaming schedule will be off a day. I'll be streaming Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Watch your little ears shake. Hey, we got him. You know, the fun thing is, I used to have the Nido Queen and Nido King, or it was like Nido King and Nidorina or something. I had 2 Nidoran keychain toys from the Pokemon first movie, Burger King toys. I'd love to start hitting up like thrift stores and stuff and seeing if I could find old Pokemon toys. Like all my old, 90% of my old Pokemon toys I gave to my niece and nephew, kind of, so they could play with them because they liked Pokemon. And of course, you know, 90% of them have all gone missing. I have a small, little, tiny percentage of the Pokemon toys I used to own. At some point in time, I would like to get one of the big poster frames and get some of the just the card holders and put a bunch of like my favorite ones in one and frame it, stick it up on a wall somewhere maybe. Oh. No, this is fine, because I probably need to get rid of a spawn so something new can spawn in! There we go, it worked! Ding! Thank you. Friggin' cat was up on top of my books earlier. Probably while I was in the shower. And I can tell because they're slanted. Like the bookends held, but one end of they were all crooked. Because the books had slid a little bit. Come here, little dude. Really? Come on. Where's my dude? I don't need a Charizard. I'd have as many shiny Charizards as I wanted. It'd be easy. Charmander's not a hard thing to spawn in Scarlet and Violet. Because I apologize, it might take me an hour to get up to good shiny hunting numbers. The male Nidorans just aren't wanting to cooperate anymore. Excellent. Alright, 25. Getting there slowly but surely. If only my dumb butt hadn't broken that chain earlier. Nice. You know, maybe I'm just picking up the yawns by osmosis because my dog's laying on the bed snoring. Maybe I'm getting it from her. I had a laugh last night. I had the window cracked probably about yee much. Enough for a breeze, but not enough for like a huge breeze. And Stella had herself almost twisted at this really weird angle so she could stick her nose out the window. And it's like, honey. So I got up because there's not a good angle just the way my bed sits for me to lay where the part of the bed where I sleep. And open the window. So I pulled it open a little bit more and she stayed laid all cockeyed. I'm gonna see about getting a little cushion or pillow or something to stick there so she can actually have something to rest her head on. Angry boy. You angry little beaver. Yeah, okay, that's accurate. Because, yeah, 29 and 16 is 45. Okay. Thought for a second I'd gotten behind a count or two. There he is. Split second too late for an excellent. That was a good throw though. Thank you. need either 2 more or 6 more because I can never frickin' remember. And also remember that if at some point in time I get just stupidly high in numbers hunting for these, I can hunt. I will switch the hunt either to Sword and Shield or over to Brilliant Diamond. It'd probably be Brilliant Diamond because better odds that way hatching eggs. Excuse me. It's one of those ones I just felt coming on and knew I couldn't stop. Also, excuse me again. Whew. One bad thing about the rain going away is all the pollen and stuff is kicked back up. Spent about 20-30 minutes yesterday pruning plants. Cutting dead ends and stuff off the leaves on my lucky bamboo, and cutting off one of the stalks that had gone bad, and going through and trimming up my aloe vera and pulling all the dead ones. And it was nice. I miss plants. I used to have 70 something plants. Then a mixture of cat and me leaving for about 2 months to go visit a friend up north. They just didn't. I just watched them slowly but surely just go. 3 of them I planted outside because they were getting too big for their pots, for any of the pots I had, more or less. Okay, we'll plant them outside. They'll get lots of sun, get, rain. They'll do good. And the rabbits ate them. The rabbits legit ate them. Like, that freaking night. Went out the next day. And they'd been eaten. I still have one. One of them, because one of them, it was a good-sized baby plant. I kept in a smaller pot because it was a baby plant. I still have that one. It's still going. It's still doing pretty good. I kind of miss the painted plants, though. Like, I'd see people, oh, these plants die, they don't do good, and I had 4 of them, and they all freaking thrived. The fun thing about the paint, though, is that you could literally, unless you lost a leaf, you could literally use them to judge how much bigger they had grown since you got them. And these used to be, you can't see both my hands, they were like this. But they were huge. I need to get my one out of that one long pot and put it in a round one. Plants. Got a couple little aloe vera shoots that I put in some soil that I'm hoping they'll root. I put them in the bedroom with me if I could keep the cat from eating them or digging them out because he decided he wanted to poop in the dirt. I think I'm to good shiny odds now. Need a greenhouse. Need about $10,000 so I can get my house, get it moved down, get it fixed, get it painted, get everything done, get a new septic tank if it's needed, get a new, I don't know, get new stuff, whatever's needed, new. Give me a little greenhouse. Not even a big one of those smaller ones, the little, like, what are they, like 10 by 10s? Or 10 by 8s? Or so, they're like not horribly huge. They're not teeny tiny like the ones you can legit buy at like Walmart that are just plastic. that are just like the 2-foot deep plastic ones. I always joke with Dad that when he dies, I'm turning his dance floor into a greenhouse. I would legit, though, love a little greenhouse. Mentioned it to Dad once, and he goes, well, what about me? You wouldn't let me plant what I wanted to plant in it. And it's like, Dad. And when I was mentioning a greenhouse before, I was thinking one of the, big ones. Like, we could split a greenhouse in half and both be perfectly freaking happy. You get one side and I get the other. Voila. I know it was teasing, but it's like, why do you gotta do this every time I get excited about the idea of something? He did that when I got my PlayStation 4. We went to Walmart and got it, but I'd ordered the games and stuff, and they got in while I was at work. So he opened them, which he doesn't do that often. Every great once in a while, he might open them and poke his nose in just to see what it is. Which is no huge deal. But I opened your package and you didn't give me a game, did you? And it's like, you don't play video games, Dad. I love him, but sometimes I want to smack him across the back of the head and tell him no. Sorry, I'm venting a little bit. Uh, 40 Nidoran, actually, 54 Nidoran. Plus 16. 51. 50, okay, I am 2 behind. I thought I might have been. I stand corrected. 57 Nidoran. Dude, I will come after you in a moment. Okay, I think the new spawn-in was an aerial spawn. Well, he sure wasn't a shiny. That was bad. Oh, I don't know what that was. That was bad. Much better. If this doesn't catch, I'll run. Yeah, right, there's me another fellow. I am still debating on if I will change my ratio with the next set of shiny spots, which will just be probably me on top and maybe the hunting screen on the bottom. I don't know. I have to figure it out here. They did tell Moose I might consider doing it for a week or so, see how it went. This is not like I can't full screen my game screen. My biggest thing is that my trackers on the side, I might have to squish it down to just one Pokemon at a time, which would be no big huge deal. I can't remember if my next hunt is Farfetch'd or Goldeen and Seeking. It's Farfetch'd. And then the Krabbies. And then the Cubons. Okay. So I might try that out while Farfetch'd hunting. Seeing how it is a single Pokemon. And I know apparently there's supposed to be a way you can do both things, streaming like the regular to Twitch and the mobile thing to YouTube, but I don't know how. Hey, another Nidoran. You're not blue, but I'll take you. I had a feeling he might jump. Dreading the Farfetch'd hunt just a little bit. I don't quite remember where he spawns. I guess I could look that up just real fast here in a second. My friend's view. I thought it'd be faster to find him going this way, but apparently not. Oh, there he is. I do like... Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember if he was around Viridian. Or, Vermilion City or not. Because I thought he might be out here on Route, It's not Route 11. That is very much not Route 11. Oh, wait, yes it is. Okay, it's just shot from the Diglett's tunnel. Okay. Okay, so it would be probably maybe easier to do it up here on Route 12. Alright, sorry for that, getting sidetracked there for a second. He's a bit of a rare spawn though, so he might be one of those ones where I'll go up to like a couple hundred encounters, and then if I don't get him by like 500, I'm just gonna breed him. Here we go. Here's our boy. I don't think I'm gonna end up anywhere near 200 encounters today, but we'll see. It just depends on if his spawn rate wants to stay nice. Here we go. I'm gonna sit here and be sleepy. I don't need to sit here and be sleepy. I need to be more awake. You look so cozy. Not even doing anything special, just spread out on the bed with her head between her paws. My old girl. 51 plus 16. I don't know why for half a second I'm sitting there, it's like, is that a shiny female? I know it's not, but for whatever reason, he just did not register my previous for Nidoran. Maybe I really do need to take a nap. You know what, that's fine. Wait, if something like this happens, does that give, like, both the new spawn-ins equal chance of being shiny? Probably not, right? Because this capture probably overrides the other one. Oh, excellent. Well, you sure aren't a shiny Nidoran. There we go. Much better. What, honey? What is it? second I thought that sparrow was going to be invisible. No, I don't know. I don't know what's up with my brain today. Hi, Nidoran. There we go. There's this boyo. Have you guys seen like the slew of live action remakes Disney's planning on doing over the next few years? Which I knew they were doing a slew of live action Disney remakes because they've been doing a slew of live action Disney remakes since Beauty and the Beast. I think was the first. Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Aladdin, Dumbo, which I don't know if that can count as live action remake if most of it is CG. But they're like live action remake Robin Hood, and it's like, what? Like, but that's not live action. I mean, they're realistic looking animals, yes, but you can't live action. You can't live action bipedal talking animals, guys. It don't work that way. Oh, Lion King. I was forgetting Lion King because, you know, Lion King is completely CG too, I imagine. Disney, please stop CGing everything. Not everything needs a live action remake. I know this is happening as their patents? Is there thing that says, hey, only we can use this franchise, only we can use this. This is ours, you can't use this. They're not patent, their things. As their things are expiring, they're doing the live actions and renewing them. You know, hey, we get the complete rights to this particular franchise for 20 more years. But Disney, not everything needs a live action remake. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Beauty and the Beast. I'm biased when it comes to Beauty and the Beast. I enjoyed the Cinderella remake. I didn't much care for the Lion King one, because that one was like legit more or less shot for shot, just the cartoon done over in live action. I mean, Cinderella and the Lion King and Beauty and the Beast added some more to the story. But it's like, no more of these. Like, I haven't even watched the live action, the Aladdin remake. I can't say anything about the Snow White. I haven't watched Mufasa, which is not a remake. Haven't watched Dumbo. There's so many other live action Disney movies I just have not watched. The only live action Disney remake I watch with any sort of regularity that I watch semi often is Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. And ask me what my favorite Disney movie is. Actually, ask me what my favorite fairy tale is in general. Need to get me the the Brothers Grimm collection of fairy. I need to get me fairy tale books. Dang it! I have some of them saved. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I have a big old long list of books I want to get. If I could spend $500 on thrift books, I would do it in a heartbeat. How big a discount you think you would get for ordering $500 worth of books? I need to do that one day just for fun. Go make like a big old long, just put every book I would like to get in the cart on thrift books and see how big of a discount it would get me. Because I know when you hit a point where it's like 5 books, you get like a 15% discount, which is 15 cents per dollar, which isn't a huge discount. I mean, it's $1.50 for every dollar, which isn't bad, but it's also not a ton. But if I were to go through and just order all the Hunger Games books, because I would like them on to have them as book books, all the Divergent books, because I did enjoy the books more than I enjoyed the movies. Okay, the first 2 movies were good. The last one, they just kind of veered fairly way off there. Then there's like, I would like the rest of the How to Train Your Dragon books. I would like the Guardians of Childhood books. That is Rise of the Guardians with Jack Frost and Santa in them. I would like those. I would like, I have other books there, I swear. There are a couple of like mythology books I would like. There are a couple of the Broken Sky book series, which most of you are probably too young to remember. I would like a few books from that. I would love to pick up some more of the Pokemon chapter books, just so I had them to fill out the collection. Like to get the rest of the Roxora books. And maybe see about getting some of the Miles Morales comics. I'd like the Cinder books. Because I read all of them except for Winter. And then I think she did a... Okay. We got that other Pokemon mid-spawn-in. Because I have not read Winter, and then I think there's one that's a collection of just like little side stories, I think. There's so many books I would love to order if I could. Guys, I gotta have my library. When I manage to get my trailer and get everything done, I gotta have books in just about every room. Except the kitchen. Books in the kitchen are just a no-go for me. Alright, let's see if we can get one other okay, there's the Dragonite. Because he was what was spawning in when I encountered the other ones. I don't know if he counted as a new spawn in or not. Okay, I can't guarantee I'm gonna get to a high number today. I'm gonna at least keep going till 2. I am so tired. Actually, it'd probably help if I'd get up here in a minute or 2 and just walk around for a minute. Actually, I'll do that. I'll catch 2 more, and then I'll take a break for a few minutes. Just, 2 or 3 minutes. Get up and walk around the house a little bit. Stretch. Eat me a Slim Jim or something, maybe. Hi, sweetie. I'm sorry. I don't need you. You guys were my last hunt. I've gotten both of you that I needed. I'm gonna run by one of these guys eventually, and it's gonna be shiny. And I'm just gonna see the black tail. There we go. Whew. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, let's make sure this next spawn-in isn't shiny. Which the next spawn-in I think was a Spearow up in the corner of the screen. Alright. Gonna take a break for a minute or two. I'll be back. Sorry about that, guys. Dad came home and we were jabber jawing. Okay! He went and got his hearing aids and he can hear again. Yeah. I don't know, I got a bad feeling that if I miss that one, it's just gonna run. But yeah, we were chatting. He talked to the people who are giving us the trailer, and they said, you know, there's no rush to get it moved, that they wouldn't want to start building probably until this winter, which is fine. And apparently my brother-in-law said he can get us a pair of trailer axles if we need to. You know, Dad looked at me, he goes, you know I'm gonna have to pay. It's like, look, it's like I'm gonna call one of the people who needs a house cleaner and see about that. Get me a bit more extra income. It's like, but I'm gonna do and pay and stuff as much as I can on this trailer so he doesn't have to. It might end up being paying half and half or so on it in the end, but I'm going to do as much as I can. I don't know if I counted that one or not. Oh, Emo Nidoran. Hi, sweetheart. But, you know, like, it's like, look, I said, the earliest I would expect to maybe be out in it would be next summer. Maybe. And it said, it's not like I'm expecting to be able to move into it come October. And he looked at me and goes, you know, as soon as we get this done and ready, it's like your sister's going to want to move. It's like, if I get painting my wall colors done and the flooring I want down, it's like, they can bite me. Like, if they absolutely need it to move into before I start throwing paint and stuff on the walls, that's fine. I'll suck it up and be a good big girl. Sorry, I'm ranting about a possible house again. I don't need to do it. Alright, that was a nice little break though. I do feel much more awake. I didn't need to get up and walk around and stuff for a couple minutes. Hi, Pin. Did you realize the window's open in here, Bubba? It's only been open most of the morning. Where? excuse me. There. Let's say, where's my next boy? Here's my next boy. Oh, excuse me. Hey, we got him. $73. Okay, I'm one behind. I thought it might be because I couldn't remember if I counted the last one. The two counters are different because I broke my frickin' chain at 16 earlier, so catching a Rattata because I wasn't paying attention to the Pokemon, only the color. Where are my boys? I was doing so good with Nidoran spawns a few minutes ago, and now they're just now I'm just not getting anything. But you mean I was getting a ton of female Nidoran earlier, which I've hunted those last week. It's male Nidoran. Actually, no, it was this week. It was just earlier this week. I got them, both of them I needed in 2 days. I'm used to weekends separating my hunts and not just my middle of the week daybreak. Is everything was saying, is everything spawning in the air? Come here. You excellent little dude. And listen to that pooch snore. Yeah, good lord. Lordsy lordsy. I got another one. He's not blue like I'd hoped he'd be, but that's okay. That dog snoring. You precious lump. I do not know how. I can only assume she was rolling in the grass yesterday, but she somehow managed to wrap the cord we hooked to her collar up for the run around her belly like 2 times. I'm standing there trying to unhook her and cannot figure out why I can't manage to get her unhooked. And it's like, what have you done? And then I looked up and it's like, oh, it's like, how'd you manage this? And so unwound her, let her inside. Silly goose. If I meander over here for a minute, will some of you guys over here despawn? Probably not. Can't get anything else for all the Spearow. No, come here. Oh, and the single Dragonite. We're not gonna catch these guys. You're just gonna run so I can despawn them. But if I used a repel, would it just spawn them like immediately? That might be something to test out. Like, really? Well, here we go. Here's the Nidoran. Wrong Nidoran. There we go. Right Nidoran. Wrong color though. So I measured my blanket day before yesterday. I still have 50 inches altogether to do on this blanket. So that is not quite 50 more rounds. Probably somewhere around 40, 35. Because I do 1.5 inches on each side. But that's so much work. Like 10 more rounds on each side at least. Well, probably more than 10. Because it's 50 one direction and 50 another. So altogether it is another 100 inches. So that's 20 something rounds on each side. Because I'm doing 1.25 inches. And then changing sides and doing another 1.25 inches and changing sides. And windmill, I think, is the pattern this is called. I'm not 100% certain, but... But now I can tell my sister that they don't get their blanket until I get my trailer axles and Dad gets his lawnmower trailer back. Yes, it is time to fill up those tires with air and bring it back home, unless you guys are moving again. Here's a little dude. Sorry, I feel like my voice is about to crack. Okay, I still probably won't get to 150 today. No, I probably won't get to 150, just with how the lower spawn rate I seem to be getting of these guys right now is just not agreeing with me. Excuse me. My throat's not sore or anything, I'm just like the slightest bit gunky. Allergies. You know, the funny thing is I could probably have that blanket finished in like a week and a half if I would just stop doing most everything else and focus on it. Here we go. I don't want to take a... I would hate to take a week off, though. At least not so soon, because I took about a week off in January. Because of my wisdom teeth and just a general, like, span of time I just kind of wasn't feeling good. I mean, I can take a week off. I'm not making money on this, but I feel like I'd want to wait a bit more before I took a full week off. Oh, there we go. I might make it to 100. Okay, I'm gonna set myself a goal of not 150, but at least 120 maybe. Either 120, 125, or if I get the shiny, I'll stop after the first shiny. Sorry, I've been kind of jamming to the music here. There we go. But I don't need a Dragonite. That works though. Anytime I don't have to wait 5 minutes for a Nidoran to spawn, I'll consider myself lucky. Oh, I need to poke my sister and see if we're doing Easter. I don't think my dad remembers Easter is next weekend. I really don't. I mean, we're not hugely religious. Easter's just always been kind of family get-together time. I could not care less if we just, I don't know, did burgers or something on the grill for Easter. Gotta remember to do that after here in a bit. After I finish streaming, I'll do that. I'll poke my sister. There we go, finally. I say, don't make me have to run from this dude, please. That shouldn't surprise me. I don't know if that would okay, well there's the new spawn in, so it doesn't matter. There's the other new spawn in. He doesn't matter. Nothing that spawns above my head anymore matters. What is it, baby? I gotta get you a grooming appointment scheduled. I do. There we go. There's Nina. She needs her nails clipped and her glands expressed. And because expressing the glands in a dog's butt is stinky, she also gets a bath. And her ears clipped. Yeah. I need to start just scheduling your next one while I'm there with her picking you up. Hi, Spiro. Yeah, I hear you over there, baby. Big sigh. Yeah, we'll go in a little bit, I promise. Let Mama finish this and get a text sent out to sister, and then we'll go for a walk. Big old sad sigh. You're just so unloved and mistreated, you fat thing. You fat baby. That's why we go for a walk. We should take longer walks, but we don't. That's about 5% laziness and 10% it's a pain in the butt to want to walk a long time with a dog because she wants to stop and sniff everything. And I don't want to stop and sniff everything. We get a good walk. We walk for about somewhere between 20 minutes and half an hour or so. Maybe we should start doing 2 walks a day. One in the morning and one in the evenings. That'd be killer in the summer and very cold in the winter. Why do you not have a... What I put up with every time someone pulls into the driveway and she notices and she doesn't know their car. Is this. But I know who's pulled up in the driveway. It's cousins. We knew they were gonna be here. Hold on. Della! Della! Hush! Hush! Hush, we knew they were gonna be here. Hush! Okay, not quite cousins, but still expected. I let her outside where she can go bark at him in the front yard. She thinks she's so fierce. Of course, she doesn't have to be fierce. She just has to be noisy. Oh hey, immediate spawning of a new one. Nice. Come here. Quit running. Really? I'll take it at this point. Alright, 10 more to go today. I'd do more, but I don't think I have the mental oomph for more. Hopefully I'll get around 150 or so tomorrow. Get more of the usual number. Today just ended up one of those days. Yeah, half a dozen interruptions and my brain just going phew. Or my attention span just going fwa. There we go. Are you sure you want in? What if there's something else to bark at? She can let me catch this Nidoran. This catches, I'll go let her in. Ding, ding. Alright. I'll be back in just a moment. For the umpteenth time today. Yes, I hear you. I'm coming. Gotta stand over like she's a 4-year-old. Make sure she's gonna eat that dog biscuit instead of trying to hide it in the blankets. She's done it before. I took my bed apart one day to wash blankets and a frickin' dog bone rolled out of it. Well, part of a dog treat. Not an entire one. Because she doesn't often get entire dog treats. We'd go through them too fast if she did. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Ugh. Some days I can talk up a storm and it don't bother me, and some days I talk a little bit and my voice is like, huh? Nope. One of you couldn't have been shiny. You know how funny that would have been if one of you had been? Very much a situation where one of these things is not like the other. Also another situation where one of these things could have been not like the other. Excuse me. Alright, 5 to go, which will put me a little over 100 on the in-game chain, which is fine. Reach 16. 4 to go. I haven't done another... Did it do that thing where for whatever reason my lore didn't it didn't prompt me to use a new one? It might have. Oh look, a male and a female. One of these things is not like the other, but not in the way I would like. Excuse me. Okay, aerial spawn. Oh. Spawn under my feet. I had a feeling it might do that. Tell the baby we'll go in probably about half an hour. Because we're still in that nice point in time where it doesn't really get super hot and humid and ick. It is actually fairly pleasant walking, so long as I'm not wearing a black shirt. I don't mind going in the afternoon. Then of course when summer rolls around we walk in the morning because it's all the time anyways. It's just a little less in the mornings. Oh bless him. My dad's like, we were talking about the trailer and he goes, we're gonna get it down here. And it's like, it's not gonna look tacky, it's gonna look nice. It's like, well, yes. Like, I wasn't gonna let it look tacky. Like, I have plans to make the inside look nice, maybe to repaint the outside. Maybe not like right away repaint all the outside and find some nice paneling or the siding. Find some nice siding to put on the sides, make it look nice. I want to do flowers out front, at least out front, because there'd be a bit of a pinned in area in the back for Stella, and I couldn't do flowers back there unless they were in pots or something. Do maybe a little porch. I have so many plans, I just don't have the money right now to do them. Okay, that'll be it for today. Before any more interruptions or anything can pop up, I'm sorry today's stream was so wonky, that happens. No shiny today, which also happens. We'll try again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get at least to 150 or so. 150 more, not to 150 on the counter. That'd only be 30 Pokemon. That would not be a stream. I hope you guys have the rest of your guys' day goes well, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.